News at 10.
Tonight, a family mourns after a deadly shooting on Palm Beach Boulevard. It happened Sunday morning. Hello, I'm Emma Heaton.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. Alex Johnson was just 25 years old. And this man, Yanko Romero, is the one suspected of pulling the trigger near the Harbor Grand Apartments. The chaos would spill from across the street to right here in the Wink News parking lot, where Romero would later be caught. Tonight, we're learning that Romero has a history of severe mental illness.
Wink News reporter Bridget Berchowski joins us in studio with more. Bridget.
Emma, Russ, this started with calls of gunfire and ended with Yanko Romero begging for help. This all happened right behind the Wink News broadcast center. Police say he has a diagnosis of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. They call his behavior during the arrest erratic, confusing, and at times disturbing. When officers spotted Yanko Romero outside Wink News Sunday morning, his hands were in the air and he was yelling help. They say he refused to show his hands, then pulled out what looked like a gun and took off running. Romero jumped a fence behind our building, tossed a gun into a nearby canal, and was eventually caught by police in our back parking lot. Even then, officers say his behavior only got stranger. Romero thanked them for saving him, then started spitting on the ground, closing his eyes, and faking a seizure. In the back of a patrol car, he slammed his head against the partition repeatedly until officers took him to the hospital. His common-law wife told detectives Romero says he is the chosen one and believes his father is God. She told police about his mental health issues, but says he stopped taking his medication years ago. She says he's been in crisis before, but never like this. But this begs the question, with his mental health diagnosis, how is he allowed to have not one, but 3 guns in his possession? Wink security analyst Richard Kolko told me one way he could have a gun is through a private transaction. That means buying a gun through a friend or a family member. This exchange does not require a background check, but that's not the only possibility.
The other way is to go into a gun shop to purchase a gun. You have to fill out some federal paperwork, and people have been known to lie on that, and especially in mental health issues, some of those records may not have made it into the system, and that way somebody can slip through the crack and leave the firearm store with a gun.
Romero is now in custody undergoing mental health evaluations. He faces 2 weapons charges as well as assault and homicide charges. Fort Myers police say this investigation is still active and more charges could be coming his way. Back to you.
Bridget, thanks. Yanko Romero.